anything for you, SugarScape.
SugarScape, 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 SugarScape.
Hello, little bits. How are you?
Good, great, thank you.
Good.
How are you, SugarScape?
Good, thank you. So we're going to jump right in and play a game called Get Feared, because it's Halloween and Get Feared.
Yay! Oh, I see what you did.
So, see what we did there?
Very cool. I like it.
Thanks. So if you all pick out a pink, an orange and a yellow
Each.
Pink,
and
orange.
what you have to do is tell a horror story, like a scary story, using the object, the person and the place that you pick up.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
This is a good idea.
This is so cute. This is why I love
I'll tell you, I'll go first.
I don't have this object.
It will say an object, a person
And a
place, and you have to come up with a scary story.
Oh, about these things?
Exactly.
What if we don't know who the person is?
Pick another one.
Can I just say mine's going to be absolutely
Oh, I've got
horrendous?
one.
Alright.
It was a cold, dark night. The eagles were out.
The who?
The bats were out. And the graves were turning in the soil. Mr. Cow's house sat on the turning graves. Louis Walsh was called from the cow's house to come over for a spot of tea. And as he drove up the long winding road, he could hear the bats coo, coo. Bats cooted As he arrived at Mr. Cow's house, he noticed a silver jacket lying on the ground. He thought, ooh, maybe this is Simon Cowell's. Maybe I'll give it to him. But as he reached for the silver jacket, it started to float in the air, as though a creature inside had taken life over the jacket. Up, up, up and away! The jacket went in the sky, and it was never seen again.
No,
That is so scary.
Brooklyn Beckham went shopping. Where did he go? The scariest place of all, kids, Ikea. What did he find there? Not a bed, not drawers, not a shelf, not a sofa. He found a big, giant rubber duck! Yay!
About
What was that word?
Go again, go again.
About 2 years ago,
About 2 years ago.
a good friend of mine, Pope, the Pope, was in Milan on one international flight. Anyways, on that evening he got burgled and he got his foot chopped off. And his favourite tooling was on that foot. Anyway, back to that later. So it was Hallows Eve, and the Pope was peckish. He wanted some fish and chips. So off he went to the fish and chip shop for the fish and a chip. Anyway, he was waiting in the queue for his fish and chips. And out of nowhere, bang! The foot from the year before came flying out the chip pan. And lo and behold, there was
He's tall.
the two. Ring.
Wow.
Take it off.
Well done.
I love that.
There was once a little boy, and his name was Jake Roach, and he stepped outside, and it was awful hot.
It was so hot outside and he was standing only in the Sahara Desert, okay? He was walking on down that sand and it was hot. He burnt his toes. His skin was red. It was red. He didn't know what he was going to do. He didn't know who he was going to talk to. He thought he was going to die on his own. But then, something started to glisten in the sand. It was shining all bright and it hurt his eyes. You know, it was like silver in his eyes. And then he picked it up. And you know what it was?
What?
A stapler. And that stapler, he thought, you know what, my life is over now. I can can use a stapler, I can staple my eyes, I can staple my nose, and I can staple my mouth, and I hope I die in this desert. That was it, he died.
That was amazing.